Hello people. Right, this was going to be live narration, yeah, but unfortunately Procaster, being the lovely soul that it is, randomly decided for no apparent reason whatsoever, literally not, I didn't touch anything, to switch back to my desktop cam microphone, which is miserable, really. The quality on that thing is well, I mean, picture quality, grand, I love it. Microphone quality, fucking disgraceful. So, yeah. This is unfortunately going to be post-narration, but I figured I may as well lead the battles in, because, okay, some good stuff in there. Basically, what I was talking about is, I was saying I do have a battle that, I have against Ludwig, and I can upload it. It was a pretty good one, so I probably should really get around to that. But, I don't know, just sort of been a bit tired and sort of doing things. I'm trying to sort out 4th gen. I was hoping to have a battle against Nick, but unfortunately, when I actually managed to get my action replay to work, and by the way, I've completely forgotten how fucking miserably terrible action replays are. Like, it took me 2 hours to get it going again, and it was awful. And I hate action replays, but it's there, and I have one, and I may as well get some use out of it. So, yeah, I do about, I was trying to get a battle against Nick for 4th gen. Unfortunately, I got it working as soon as he couldn't go on Wi-Fi, which was kind of annoying, but there you go, we're going to have a battle next week, because I think he said he has a week off, so that'll be something. But what I was thinking to do, what I was talking about is maybe doing a sort of team reveal video. Like, I know Xerxes did one in the past that was like an hour long. Not that long. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be a team reveal video in the sense of I'd go in depth and talk about why I picked, or talk about how a Pokemon works in a team, and what it counters and what it can do and how it helps the team. It's more why I picked it in regards to 4th gen, sort of, being shut down. I mean, I kind of know. It's sort of like, I understand that like the game isn't just going to combust in my hands. Like, it's not just going to go away. I understand that, but I do feel that Nintendo have been rather disgraceful with how they've done it. Because, it's not just Pokemon as well. It's things like, Smash Bros. Brawl. They're massive following on that, and they're killing that, which in my mind is pretty fucking disgraceful. I mean, I think the main thing they should do really is if they're going to if they want to close down servers, I mean, they were always going to close down servers at some point. That's a given. That's fine. But killing off every single game on your past consoles is kind of disgusting, especially when it pretty much says that, hey, our consoles haven't sold very well, so we're going to get rid of all internet functionality on our old consoles so that people have to buy our new ones. That's kind of what it says to me. Like, maybe there is actually a reasonable sort of motive for doing it, but it doesn't exactly scream, we're doing this for good reasons. It's more like we want more money and we want more consoles sold, so we're going to try and force it. Instead of, bringing out good games or making, stuff. Well, I suppose they've already made it about as cheap as they can, haven't they? Well, that's what they get. Should have just made a Wii U Lite so you don't have to buy the T-tray, but whatever. But yeah, I feel it is kind of disgusting the way they're going about it. And like I know it's just closing down the servers, like the game isn't just going to implode in my hands, but Pokemon has been a pretty massive part of my life, and, a lot of people's lives. Like, it sounds really nerdy when I say that. It's like, oh, this game is affected my life so much. It's just like, ugh. I feel a sense of something wrong in that statement, but you kind of know what I mean. Like, for me, when I dropped out of school, I actually dropped out of school twice, by the way. I know, I'm so great. I'm such a role model. I was going through a really, 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 really rough period of my life, and I kind of had nothing, really. It's sort of, it felt like, oh, this is done. It was a nice life while it lasted, but it's kind of over now. And then, I sort of started watching Xerxes' videos, and I sort of started getting into Pokemon again, and then I noticed he went to a chat called TPX, and I went to that chat, and hey-ho, 2-3 years later, I've got, great friends who kind of understand me, and, we play stuff together, and we get on really well, and it's cool. So in that sense, it has been a big part of my life because it kind of gave me something. Like the games themselves, I don't exactly regard with massive amounts of enthusiasm, but you know, the whole Wi-Fi battling scene kind of gave me something, and you know, while it wasn't the thing that started or made me start YouTube, it is my main source of content now. So in that sense, I owe it something in that regard as well. So you know, it kind of gave something to me, like not a purpose per se, but something kind of important that I could at least do while I was sort of trying to get my life back on track. And I will carry on with it now. I mean, I love you doing YouTube. It's just great fun, and it's great to interact with you all. But that's, you know, that's kind of where I'm at with it. And that's kind of why I feel it's a bit disgraceful that Nintendo's going about it the way they are. I mean, you know, to a lot of people, games are just games, and I understand that. I really do. Like, I can even see why some people don't see the appeal of them at all. But, you know, to me, and to a lot of other people, it's a whole lot more. I mean, what? Andrew on TBX is getting married soon, and Xerxes is his best man? You know, like, you know, just a dumb Pokemon game made them meet up, and look where they are now. So, I don't know. It's just that kind of thing. So I think it's a lot more important than anyone really gives it regard to. Like, you know, I'm sure, you know, FIFA and, you know, COD, some people have met up and, you know, now they're great friends. So I think why, you know, sort of the whole community and communities of games are a lot more important than the companies who make them really give it credit for. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I kind of hope that Nintendo will at least sort of release some of the fail safes, because, you know, while let's face it, you know, Nintendo Wi-Fi isn't exactly foolproof. There are some things in place that can stop you from, you know, actually playing on or making your own kind of servers and things like that, because they need to make it more secure, and, you know, that while you know, since they have servers, they want them to be secure so they can't be hacked and stuff. So I'm fairly certain there are things in place to stop you from just setting up your own connection, or, you know, that kind of shtick. So hopefully when they close the servers down, they'll at least sort of release some of the failsafes so that people can actually, you know, start their own stuff. Because I know there have been talk of people setting up their own servers, but again, the security is just going to get worse and worse as we go, and it's going to get harder and harder to do that. I know Nick has said that he was going to try and rig up something with Hamachi so you could play it on emulator, but I don't know. I still like to play it on console. It would be better. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. But you know, again, it's been a pretty big part of my life, and I feel it. Oh, you know, it's the end of an era in its own way. So I kind of like to do it justice, and I have built a team for it. But I know I'd kind of like to do a team reveal, because, you know, it'd be cool to talk about the team and why I picked the Pokemon before we start having battles with them. But no, that's just sort of where I'm at with it. I don't know what your opinion on it, or your guys' opinions on it are, because I don't know. Maybe you just, well, I'd assume since you're watching me, 5th Gen was also part of something you're into. But I know, it's just a big, massive community that I feel deserves more respect from Nintendo. Anyway, I kind of got off topic there. And, so yeah, I would like to do a team reveal video. I don't know what your guys' opinion on it is. I don't know if you can't be bothered to watch it. I mean, it shouldn't be too long. It's just more talking about why I picked the Pokes in relation to 4th Gen and how I thought they mattered, or how they mattered to me. You know, should be like 20 minutes of rambling. Like, this is 13 minutes of rambling, but I know, it's entirely down to you. I'm not especially fussed. But, yeah, that's kind of it. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. It took me about 25 minutes to do this 9 minutes, so there you go. But, yeah, I'd quite like to hear your opinions, or maybe how this dumb kids game has affected your life. Yeah, maybe it hasn't at all. Maybe you just started playing it and it was fun, but I don't know, maybe you joined a lot of communities because of it. Maybe it's, you know, you found new friends because of it. Because I don't know, this is sort of how it is to me. You know, like, again, I don't regard the games very highly at all. Like, I think that, well, 6th Gen is the best one, surprisingly, but they are still fairly lazy. So it's not really the games that I like, it's just where the games went, and, you know, what they gave back while being lazy. So, there you go. That's kind of where I'm at on that. The other thing, which I don't know, I was on showdown. I think it was a few days ago, and it was quite late, and I think I was having like my second or my last battle of the night, and a couple of people joined, and they were subscribers and they watched my videos, and I was like, oh, hello. Like, there are sometimes subs sort of join, and that's grand. Don't really, well, sometimes we have a bit of a chat and a bit of natter, and it's cool. But they said that they were also watch Robotica Sexy, and let's face it, he's a pretty awesome bloke. But they said that they belong to some kind of doohickey, some sort of community of themselves, and they said that they battle a lot, and I was like, oh. So, I don't know, if you were the person or peoples who joined that battle in the last few days, leave a comment, because, like I say, I went to bed afterwards, and then I woke up and I was like, I remember them talking about something, but I forgot. So, yeah, leave a comment on what you were talking about, because, I don't know, I've been looking for a place to get more battles and stuff. And now it'd be grand, and I don't know, it'd be quite cool to interact with some of my subscribers. The other thing was, I have heard that while people do enjoy or do sort of watch my battles while I'm playing on Showdown, someone admitted that it's sort of like it's not quite the same without my narration, and I can understand that entirely, since my narration is the only really redeeming thing about my content. But there you go. So I could do live streams if you wanted to. The only other thing is, because Greenwich Mean Time is a complete wanker, and I hope it dies. It's sort of a bit of a pisser, because I don't know when I would stream, and some of you guys, do have lives and do go to school and have work and things. So it's sort of like, I don't know when I would stream, and I don't know what would be a good time for you guys in America land or Canada land, or perhaps, I don't know, like Ludwig lives in Sweden. So I don't quite know what would be good for you guys. But if you want me to do some live streams, I suppose I could do. It's just, it kind of comes down to whether you guys are really going to watch it, and what times would be good for you. Because I'd imagine that my, battling on Showdown would probably be a bit more interesting if I could get some, interaction with you guys, but I don't know. Anyway, that's the thing, and, so yeah, leave comments on whether you want me to do a team reveal video. I wouldn't mind doing it, and I would actually quite enjoy doing it, but we'll see how we go. Whoever joined my battle a few days ago, leave a comment on what you were talking about, because I completely forgot, like an idiot, because I am. And if you would like live streams, I can do that, but I don't know. So leave comments on how you'd feel about that, because I don't know, like I say, time zones are a dick. Let me tell you that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed my ramblings, and I will shut up and stop wasting your time. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed. See you guys in a bit. Peace.